What's going on, everybody? This is Phil from Millennial Money Games, and welcome back to a brand new video. In today's video, we are going to be doing a stock analysis on Disney. Ticker symbol is DIS. Disney has been trading at a pretty decent discount from its last earnings call. Has gotten beaten down pretty hard, and it looks to be trading at a nice discount right now. Is it time to get in? Is it time to stay away? What are we doing with Disney? We're going to go over that and much more in this company. So now, let's get started. Before we hop right into the video, if you guys can, just please make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really does help out the channel. And Mickey Mouse over here would really appreciate it, and so would I. Also, if you want to join the family, hit that subscribe button down below. We post here at least 2 times per week, and we make videos such as this one where we do stock analysis on blue chip companies like Disney, or we go over some swing trades or day trading and type investments as well, just for some quick and easy money. So if that is something that interests you, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Also, check out the link in the description for some free stuff that also supports the channel. It is a win-win, so I really do appreciate that. Now let's get right into Disney. The Walt Disney Company, the happiest place on earth. They are a diversified international family entertainment and media enterprise. It operates through the following segments: media networks, parks, experience and products, studio entertainment, and direct-to-consumer and international. The media network segment includes cable and broadcast television networks, television production and distribution operations, domestic television stations, radio networks and stations. The parks, experience and product segment owns and operates the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida, the Disneyland Resort in California, Aulani, a Disney resort and spa in Hawaii, the Disney Vacation Club, the Disney Cruise Line, and Adventures by Disney. The studio entertainment segment produces and acquires live action and animated motion pictures, direct-to-video content, musical recordings, and live stage plays. This segment distributes films primarily under the Walt Disney Pictures, Pixar, Marvel, Lucasfilm, and Touchstone banners. The DTCI segment licenses the company's trade names, characters, and visual and literary properties to various manufacturers, game developers, publishers, and retailers throughout the world. It also develops and publishes games primarily for mobile platforms and books, magazines, and comic books. This segment also distributes branded merchandise directly through retail and wholesale businesses. The company was founded by Walter Elias Disney on October 16, 1923, and is headquartered in Burbank, California. The listed name for DIS is the Walt Disney Company. Now that is a whole lot to take in. Disney is not just a brand that you can buy into, but it is a total empire that you can buy into. There are many die-hard Disney fans all over the world, and there is a good reason why. Now let's hop right in and look at some of the numbers behind the stock. So the Walt Disney Company is currently trading at $153.64 at the time I am making this video. It is up about 8% on the year, and in the past 6 months, it is down just about the same amount, around 8%. It is down in the past month just about 9%. So it looks like to be trading at a pretty decent discount right now. Now Disney did used to pay a dividend, but they have suspended that from 2020 just because of the pandemic. Just like in the last video I did with Ford, they suspended it. Ford actually brought it back. But for Disney, they have not brought it back yet. And we're still waiting to hear on whether they will be bringing that back anytime soon. But I do think eventually down the line, they will have a dividend that they will keep growing and growing for years on years. So that is definitely coming, in my opinion. I think this company is still in its pretty drastic growth phases. They're coming out with new products, which we will get into. So it is still in its growth phase, in my opinion. So we will see eventually down the line, when they don't have as much money to reinvest into bigger and better things, they will reinvest in the form of a dividend. But now let's hop right into the company's financials and see where this company is headed. And let's go over to their shares outstanding and see exactly if they are buying back shares or if they are issuing new shares, which is a sign of shareholder devaluing by issuing new shares. So Disney has been diluting their shares. From 2017, they had about 1.5 billion shares outstanding. Now last time in October of 2021, they had almost 1.8 billion shares outstanding. So they did increase that, which is diluting shareholder value, which is not good for the current shareholder. But as for a company as strong as Disney, I don't think that's a huge deal. I would like to see them buy back some shares in the near future, just to increase the shareholder value a little bit, take some of that cash that they have and put it into share buybacks. But now let's hop into the back end of the company and look at the financials and all the numbers around Disney. So Disney does have a market cap of about $286 billion with a very expensive PE ratio of 140.16. There's a price to cash flow ratio of 50.79 and a price to book ratio of 3.13. They do have about $67 billion in revenue, with total cash on hand of about $16 billion. Long-term debt is almost $50 billion, with free cash flow of $8.26 billion. So just looking, they do have revenue growth of about 3%. So just looking at the numbers there, it's really not attractive for me, even at these current prices, down 11% and down, I think, like 25% from all-time highs, or just about 25% from all-time highs. These numbers are really not attractive to me as a value investor to put in my value portfolio. Now, in terms of Disney, it's such a great company, in my opinion. They do have their Disney Plus, which we will hop into and talk about, which has been generating a ton of subscribers. But the reason for its decline recently was because it did not generate as much subscribers as Wall Street analysts thought. But just in terms of these numbers, I would say let's hold off for now. Let's see if we could drop that price back a little bit more. Now, Disney to me is a growth play, especially looking at these numbers with that large of a PE ratio. But really, Disney is one of its kind of amount of adventures, and just anything that it gets involved in is just ridiculous, in my opinion. Just because it owns ESPN, Hulu, there's Disney Plus, Marvel. It owns so many different brands, and it just has that face and that picture of Disney is just absolutely incredible what they have been able to build. But now we're going to hop into their Disney Plus and take a look at how many subscribers they got, along with their other platforms such as Hulu and other things like that. This chart on the screen here shows their revenue numbers for the fiscal year of 2021 in reference to each individual sector that they are in. So their parks and experiences and products took in $16.55 billion. Their media and entertainment took in almost $51 billion. Their linear networks took in just about $28 billion. Direct to consumer took in about $16.3 billion. And content sales, licensing, and other took in $7.35 billion. So looking at, I would like to go over and hop over to take a look and see exactly how many subscribers Disney Plus has, how many subscribers Hulu has, and how many subscribers ESPN has in general, just to go and try to compare the three. They are all owned by Disney, or at least partly owned by Disney. So I would like to compare the three and see how their subscriber growth is going with those. So the ESPN Plus has seen a total amount of 17.1 million subscribers, which is up 66% year over year. And I think this is the one that we're going to see the most growth in compared to the other two. Disney Plus, in my opinion, has seen its growth in the past year and past year and a half or so. But I think the ESPN Plus one is where we will see the most growth in these three of the revenue streams. So Disney Plus has 118.1 million subscribers, and Hulu has a 43.8 million subscribers. So comparing it For all of those three, Disney Plus has 3 times more than Hulu, almost 3 times more than Hulu, and almost 10 times more than ESPN Plus. But I do think we will see the biggest growth in ESPN Plus, just my personal opinion. But these three are huge revenue sources for Disney alone, and that is not including their other sources of revenue. Like right now, these are their main sources of revenue, but the other sources include their Disney hotels, Disney parks, Disney cruise lines, licensing, Marvel movies, which I guess is included in Disney Plus, but also in theaters. Theaters are starting to come back. Everyone is starting to go out more. The parks will be packed. Obviously, I think we are seeing a bit slower growth to these parks than we originally thought, but I do think these parks will be packed next summer in 2022 unless something else happens. But 2022 and therefore on, I think we will see these parks and the cruises coming back. So I do think those revenue sources are going to go up as well. So right now, buying into Disney, for me, I would like to see the price come back a little bit, but even at these prices, I don't think it is a bad time to buy in. It's trading at a pretty decent discount relative to its former and recent prices. I do think it is still considered an expensive stock in my opinion, but for a company such as Disney, you do need to pay a bit of a premium because there is only one like it, right? You're not going to go out and for a while, you're not going to find another Disney. Everyone knows Mickey Mouse and all these other characters, Goofy. They just have the brand attachment to them, and you're not going to find another brand like this in this space. So I think paying a bit of a premium for the long term, I don't think will steer you wrong. Personally, I will not be adding this one to my portfolio yet, but it's getting very close. I'd like to see it come under $150 a share, and then I will strongly consider adding this one to my portfolio, but it is getting pretty close to adding it. I would like to see them, a couple of things I would like to see them do is, one, raise their dividend, restart their dividend rather, start it up again. I would like to see them buy back shares with some extra money that they hold over. I'd like to see them pay down some long-term debt because it is a bit much in my opinion for the type of company, and I think it's a bit much debt that they have accrued over these past years. So I would like to see them pay that down. In terms of their subscriber count, I would like to see a consistent uprise in Disney Plus. I would like to see them adding new content to Disney Plus and really just getting that extra benefit of Disney Plus subscribers. Why would they choose Disney Plus over Netflix? And just like that, for the ESPN Plus, I think this one is going to have the most growth. I would like to see them increasing by 50% year over year for the next maybe year or two, and then eventually start to slow down. But I do think that this one has the potential to increase remarkably over the next couple of years. And for Hulu, I would like to see them add some more content. I think Hulu is kind of lagging behind Netflix in that matter, and maybe create some of their own content on Hulu and just, I don't know, just try to make Hulu a bit better, just try to bring it up to the competition of Netflix and potentially as Disney Plus as well. I think maybe if you kind of maybe just combine the two, I think that would bring more revenue for them, in my opinion, but that's a different story for another day. But I will be wrapping up the video here. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure you smash that like button. It really does help out the channel, and I really do appreciate it if you took anything from it. Let me know if you guys own Disney stock or want to own Disney stock. Let me know if you're going to buy it. Let me know what you guys think about it. Also, hit that subscribe button, join the family. We post here at least 2 times per week, and it's videos such as this one. I appreciate you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!